This is Tales of Swordfall.
Episode 18. Don't Trust the Wizard. Austere and Tierker are in this room. They're looking for Khalees, and she's not too far away, but there are just, even though not depicted, lots of shelves. It kinda is maze-like. You swear...
I imagine it's like a full stocked storehouse museum thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like Warehouse 13, if you have ever seen that show.
Yep.
That is an amazing show.
I was up on the balcony.
Yeah, yep. So yeah, it's very much warehouse style. Everything has like little labels by it. You swear you see like the fake eyelashes of Sasa somewhere within there. But you can do an investigation check if you see, or if you're looking for anything specific or whatnot.
The only thing he's looking for is anything that would line up with the research that he's done independently as a hermit, as far as paths that might lead him to the gods who created the material plane.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, any clues like that, basically.
Okay,
new leads.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
You see
That's an investigation check.
a name in particular, and it rings a bell in your head. Telesadar. You know from your research while you were a hermit that Telesadar was a being who was living before the first light in the universe. His wisdom knew no bounds, but when the divine goddesses were created, they trapped him because they found him threatening. If you're looking for an old god, a god who was there before everything else, that would be it. Yeah.
Okay, so I got all that. And I see something with Telzadar's name on it.
Yes.
Or at least his insignia or something along those lines.
It looks like a puzzle piece with a jewel in it. And the jewel is glowing strangely, and it almost looks like there's something within the jewel. And it's marked when you look at the shelf. 1 of 12.
And would I know whether I would need all 12 of those to release Telzadar from his prison, kind of thing?
Give me
or do you want me to...
Yeah, give me a history check or an arcana or religion. Any of those.
Where is religion?
The choice is yours. 22. As researching the pieces of Telesadar, or Telesadar himself, you know that there are 12 pieces to unlock his tomb. And whoever unlocks his tomb gets a wish.
Tomb of Telzadar, good alliteration, just wanted to say.
Oh, they're like the Dragon Balls. Only probably more dangerous.
Shh! It's a totally original idea. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't sass my MacGuffins.
what would I roll to determine whether or not there's like some type of reaction if I pick it up, and or like from the place itself, and then another investigation or something to figure out whether or not the item has some type of magic put on it that would do something if I touched it.
So, I'm gonna give it to you straight, since you've been rolling just spot on and even higher. Actually, higher than you ever need to.
Well, this is life purpose.
Yep. You know that if you touch it, and it's within the time to actually open up his tomb, which is every 250 years, you will get the location of the next piece, where it's at, and what's happening around it.
Da, 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 da.
Touch it, touch it.
Let me
He's
do
going to
perception.
Dragon Ball hunts.
And I'm gonna see if Austere's even paying attention to you, since he's a little bit more concerned about the whole owlbear in the horrible object, magic object section.
Yep.
Oh no.
Can we? Maybe we can try and head her off. If you go in deeper and flush her out, I'm sure she'll run to me. Also, I don't really want to go near that spot you said.
You know, that is actually a good idea. And I do know this place a little bit better than you, and I know what I can get near and what I can't. And he kind of goes into the area looking for Khalees, leaving you right there.
I would totally. I can't. I was not going to steal anything in here, but now I have to. And that's what Jicker's thinking in his head. I really wasn't going to steal, but I mean, this must be the guidance of the gods. And
Which gods?
and he reaches out and tries to swipe it.
As soon as you touch it, actually give me a wisdom saving throw, first of all.
Goes unconscious.
Passes out, wakes up, Khalees is licking his face.
Yes.
Cool. So,
Man, all of the good rolls today.
all the
I
good
know.
rolls with his religion / life purpose.
so you suddenly get all these images in your head, and it doesn't hurt you at all, but you see a town. What looks like a halfling town, since most of the houses are stuck in a hill. And you get a glance at a sign that says "Welcome to," wherever, and you notice that there are women and children screaming and running, and kobolds setting things on fire. You go past them and you go into a house, and you see the piece sitting there on a shelf. But it seems like no one has gone to that piece yet, despite all the chaos that's outside. And then you snap back into this reality.
Do you want me to roll something to know if I know where that town is?
I'm gonna whisper that town's name.
Making sure I got all that written down. Cool. And I would hide that piece in the most hidden place on me. Which most rogues have a spot
Oh
where
yeah,
they hide things.
and you hear this noise.
I'd even try and like make the dust look like it wasn't disturbed. Like I didn't take it, I swear.
So,
Nothing happened here.
soon as you put that away, you just hear the cry of Khalees going, as if
And
she's been
I'll-
spooked.
I'll pull out a little piece of jerky or some type of meat I'd probably have on me. Gleese, come here. Gleese.
And first she runs into the archway on the side of it, and she looks up, looks around, and sees you. Her eyes go back into the straight position, and if owlbears could smile, you swear she just smiled at you and runs up.
Aw.
And I drop the piece of jerky so she can bite it without biting my finger off. And then pet Khalees and
Yep.
and then I attach that leash we had.
A steer comes out a minute or two later. She's not harmed.
You were back there a while.
Let's just say, sometimes hypno discs kind of make you stop.
Can I roll an insight to see if he's lying to me?
Please?
Ugh.
Yeah,
The one time.
there might
Luck
be
runs out.
there might be some truth behind hypnotizing discs that might be back there. You don't know if he's trying to pull your leg or not.
As long as you don't kill me, and that's also why I wanted you to go back there. I might be stuck there for the end of time.
Yeah, sure, turn into a Nothic. Either way, it would be bad news. Let's see how our prisoner's doing.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, we're going back to Gavin and your companion,
Whose name is not relevant.
whose name is so relevant that I can't even utter it because the relevance will just drag us down so much.
It's a person who need not be named. Baramasa, Bara, whatever.
Yeah,
It's a hard name.
it is a hard name, and I have no idea why I chose it now.
Not a
I
hard
can
name
only
for
imagine
Gavin.
Caroline.
It's like the only name Gavin can actually say.
Yeah, I don't actually know if he knows her name yet.
So you guys actually have made it. You kind of took the long way around, upstairs, downstairs, and you guys are getting back into the book section.
So Gavin was not cautioned about his eyes or anything,
Yeah.
and he's not being careful because he's Gavin.
So could you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Let's be real here. Gavin, wisdom. This is not his strong point. Oh, it's not bad.
Despite what you see and the pretty things that fly around and the scrolls that, basically say Sasa this or Sasa that, you're doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've got this fun person I'm with, and she's got this light stick. I'm pretty in the moment, and I'm thinking a lot about Norik. So
Yeah, and she is probably distracting you a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
And she keeps, saying this weird language and trying to intrigue you as best as she can.
Gavin isn't. I'm not sure if he quite has the IQ to be intrigued, but he's interested, slightly bemused, but he's kind of always slightly bemused.
Yeah. By this point, Rayanne and Alila. Aaliyah. Wow, I am batting 0 today.
Hey man, it's
okay.
fine. I'm here for you. I got your back.
You two have just simply gone through the archway and
Magic.
Yeah. Well, it's time, time passes and we're going back and forth. And I'm not really saying how many minutes have passed by. So
Yeah.
think of this as kind of a Quentin Tarantino.
Time lapse.
Yeah. Rand, you can see Gavin and the tiefling not too far away from you guys.
I flag him down. Hey!
Hi.
And Barma just kind of like waves happily. Aaliyah just kind of like shakes her head. I wonder if your friend actually knows she speaks common.
Can I hear
Probably
this at
not.
all? Or
No.
Okay.
Probably not.
I can't understand a word she's saying, but she sure is fun.
And she babbles something in that strange language again and then giggles at you.
Can
I
I?
just giggle back. I don't
What
know.
can I do to detect what kind of language that is? History?
Well, you could either speak either infernal or abyssal.
I speak Common and Elven. Yeah.
Give me just a general intelligence check to see if you've ever heard this before.
Intelligence. Woo!
Oh yeah, you've hung out with some tieflings before. And you totally know that tieflings speak, I'm still gonna get this wrong, aren't I?
I think it's abyssal.
It's infernal.
It's infernal.
Okay,
Yeah.
Don't listen to
That's
me.
what I was
Don't
about
be
to say.
racist.
Yeah.
Don't be racist.
I was about to say abyssal, then I'm like, no, that's wrong.
Hey, I made the mistake for you. There you go.
Yeah, you did.
I have your back.
You do have my back, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, yeah, Gavin, you don't quite hear the whole, yeah, she speaks common. But, you know, she's being friendly. She's saying some kind of language. Rand, you can identify it as infernal, but you don't really speak it. It's kind of like, you know that's Spanish. You might know how to say hello, but other than that, you don't really know.
My knowledge of Spanish is caveman at best.
Yep.
So
Aaliyah,
that feeling.
yeah, Aaliyah comes up to them and Baramas looks at Aaliyah and then at you and finally says in common, weren't you? You should be watching him.
He's conked out.
I didn't know you spoke common.
No, I don't. And she babbles something again.
He's gonna look really confused. And just kind of look.
At this
And
point, Rayan turns around and starts laughing.
Please stay tuned for the next part of this episode. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.